Mark Wahlberg is an American actor and producer who also used to be a musician and model. Now, he's a great dad with a successful career in the movie industry, but there were times when he was living on the edge. Watch our video to learn how the actor got through tough times and what's his life like now.
See what channel I'm gonna be on every night, dude. Every night.
How Mark Wahlberg lives and how much he earns. Mark Robert Michael Wahlberg was born on June 5, 1971 in the Dorchester neighborhood of Boston. He has Irish, Swedish, and French-Canadian ancestry. The future actor's father quit the army after coming back from the Korean War and became a truck driver. His mother worked as a bank clerk and a nurse. Mark is the youngest of 9 children, 6 boys and 3 girls. Donald had 3 more kids from his previous marriage. Fun fact, all Wahlberg brothers grew up to do arts. Our hero shared that he had it rough growing up. Being the youngest child, he was often bullied by his older siblings who made him do the hard work for them. But Mark still has fond memories of his childhood. When Mark turned 11, his parents got a divorce and he moved between 2 houses. The boy was raised Catholic and went to Snowden International School in Boston. But he was never a good boy, leading to him being expelled at the age of 14 for several conduct violations. He got his high school diploma only at 42. Wahlberg shared that he had about 25 criminal charges during that time. By the way, Mark started to demonstrate his acting talent back then. He was so good at playing an innocent young boy that the pastor was shocked to hear about his not-so-innocent behavior. When Wahlberg was 15, he was convicted of attacking a group of African-American children, including girls, but the incident was swept under the rug. The young man got into another trouble a year later. While intoxicated, Mark robbed a pharmacy and assaulted 2 senior Vietnamese men, punching one of them in the eye. It was only in 2014 when the victim revealed that he lost his vision in that eye way before that, but he decided to conceal that fact. As for Wahlberg, he stated that he didn't remember anything. Nonetheless, he was convicted of attempted murder and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. The young man chose to serve time in an adult prison. It was his lawyer's advice, as it would be easier to get an early release, which he did get. Mark was out of prison after 45 days. This wasn't an isolated incident in the Wahlberg family. 3 brothers and a sister of Mark also got arrested. Our hero's mother blamed herself for not spending enough time with her children and letting them get in trouble. While in prison, the young man picked up bodybuilding and he didn't drop it even after his release. He bulked and gained muscles very fast. Later on, his new body opened the doors to the modeling business. Once out of prison, Mark decided to turn a new leaf. He went to a pastor for help and they ended up becoming friends. Then, Wahlberg told his gang that he was done with criminal activities. Granted, he had to go through several beatings before they got off his back. After that, the young man took great interest in music. The world first heard his name as a member of the legendary pop band New Kids on the Block. But our hero didn't stay there for too long, as he found their music too cheesy. In addition to that, Mark's criminal past didn't match the boy band's image. In the early 90s, Wahlberg and his friends started a hip-hop band called Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. His brother Donnie helped him with production. In 1991, the band released their debut album titled Music for the People. It was a huge success and went platinum. The lead single, Good Vibrations, which topped the American charts, was one of the reasons for such success. The actress Tracy Bingham appeared in the music video for the song. She and our hero had a fling. During that time, the band also started touring, and the audience loved it. Mark's wild behavior and his stripping down to his underwear on stage were one of the highlights. As for music critics, they blasted Wahlberg for lack of talent, saying that fans only loved him for his body. While the musician was riding the wave of popularity, he attracted the attention of modeling agencies. This resulted in Mark signing a 2-year contract with Calvin Klein and frequently appearing in underwear campaigns. He worked with Kate Moss on one of the shoots, whose career was in full bloom at the time. The media were quick to speculate that there was something going on between Wahlberg and the British model, but the stars never made any statements about it. People said they broke up because of busy schedules. In 1992, Mark's band released a second studio album titled You Gotta Believe, but it didn't amount to the success of their debut project, and the band started losing their position in the music industry. After that, Wahlberg became a solo artist under the stage name Marky Mark. He teamed up with a reggae artist, Prince I Tell Joe, to record 2 albums where they managed to fuse rap and reggae into a rhythmic style. He released one more album titled All Around the World later on. Mark was known for his provocative behavior not only on stage, but also behind the scenes. In 1992, he attacked his neighbor, breaking his jaw. A year later, he got mixed up in a scandal with Madonna. Witnesses stated that the conflict was instigated by Madonna, who made rather harsh remarks about Wahlberg not being welcome at the party. It all escalated into a physical altercation, and Madonna's agent ended up with a broken nose. Fun fact, Wahlberg and Madonna are distant relatives. Mark's love life was another subject of discussion for the press. During that time, he was allegedly dating Shannon Doherty, Soleil Moon Frye, Nicole Eggert, and adult film stars Savannah and Jasmine St. Clair. 1993 was the year when the acting career of our hero began. Mark appeared in an episode of the drama TV movie The Substitute. The next year, he played Private Tommy in the comedy drama film Renaissance Man. By the way, during the same time, Wahlberg dropped his stage name Marky Mark and wrapped up his music career. He appeared in movies under his real name. In 1995, the actor starred in the criminal sports drama The Basketball Diaries together with Leonardo DiCaprio. We should mention that Leo didn't want to work with Wahlberg because of his notorious reputation, but they got along on set. Our hero got $60,000 for the role.
Live life so full, you know what I mean?
In 1996, Wahlberg was cast in the thriller Fear. Fun fact, it was DiCaprio who suggested that the project director, James Foley, auditioned Mark. Foley was so impressed with his acting that he gave him the leading role of David. Did you know that the line,
So let me in the house!
wasn't scripted and the actor improvised it? At first, the director wanted to cut the line, but he changed his mind. This was a smart move, as it became one of the most iconic lines from the film. This role brought Mark an MTV Awards nomination for Best Villain and $250,000.
You're the one that's hiding something.
It's just that I was taught that if something seems too good to be true, then it probably isn't.
Yeah.
Wahlberg met a rising actress, Reese Witherspoon, while shooting for this movie. Rumor has it they dated. The next year added more works to Mark's filmography. These were the criminal drama Traveler and the biopic Boogie Nights, which depicted the adult film industry in the 70s. Leonardo DiCaprio was initially supposed to play the leading role, but he was so busy on the set of Titanic that the role of the waiter who became an adult film star went to our hero. Wahlberg nailed the role, scoring 3 Oscar nominations for the movie Boogie Nights.
You don't know what I can do, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna be. You don't know I'm good. I have good things that you don't know about. And I'm gonna be something I am. Don't you tell me I'm not. Anything. Don't like me. And you don't talk to me. No.
The cast, together with Mark, was nominated for the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Cast and the MTV Award for Best Dance Sequence. He earned $1 million for the movie. In 1998, our hero starred in the action movie The Big Hit. He had a fling with his co-star China Chow. After they broke up, Mark started to date model and actress Jordana Brewster. The two were together for several years, but they eventually broke up. Wahlberg named their different backgrounds and outlooks as the reasons for ending the relationship. Unlike Mark, Jordana comes from a wealthy and refined family. Meanwhile, the actor appeared in the action movies The Corruptor, Three Kings, grossing $2 million, and The Perfect Storm, which earned him $1 million. He also portrayed the ex-convict Leo in the thriller The Yards, starring alongside Joaquin Phoenix.
You okay?
They're blaming me for things I didn't do. They're blaming me for everything, and you know that ain't right. Well, I can't go nowhere. I can't talk to nobody.
I'm sorry.
In the early 2000s, Mark allegedly dated Julie Orden and Rachel Hunter. In 2001, Wahlberg got a leading role in the musical drama Rockstar and crushed it thanks to his own musical past, grossing $6 million.
You know how much I could get for it? Easy, little dude.
Try it like this.
Fun fact, the scene where Mark's character fell down the stairs during his first gig as a member of Steel Dragon was filmed at a real concert. At first, the audience stood there in shock as they thought he actually fell, but they figured out it was a stunt after a couple of takes and stopped reacting to the fall. In the same year, the actor appeared in the fantasy action movie Planet of the Apes as Captain Leo. Filming didn't go smoothly, and there were a lot of scandals. A lot of people were fired, and at some point, the project was put on hold. The film creators and critics weren't happy with the result, but the viewers very much enjoyed the movie.
Surely explain everything. There's no way to explain what can't exist.
Talking monkeys can't exist.
The role brought Wahlberg $8 million. During that time, Mark started dating a model named Rhea Durham, whom he met at his friend's party. Soon, the couple moved in together. In 2002, the actor played the role of a mysterious stranger, Louis Bartholomew, in the detective thriller The Truth About Charlie. He earned $10 million for the project. In the following year, Wahlberg starred in the criminal action film The Italian Job as one of the robbers. His salary was $2.5 million.
Love the toast. You could have pulled this off with your eyes closed.
Yeah, you were incredible. Just incredible.
In 2004, Mark was featured in the comedy I Heart Huckabees and made $500,000 for the role. During the same time, he started a new venture producing two projects, the documentary Juvies, which he also narrated, and the comedy TV series Entourage. The latter was partially inspired by Wahlberg's Hollywood career, and many of his relatives and friends were taken as prototypes for the characters. The actor himself got a supporting role, earning $3 million.
Hey, Turtle, I hooked you up with my friend, right?
Yeah.
Free, pay him his money.
Come on, you know I'm good for it.
The TV series was a hit with viewers and aired for 8 seasons. Within this time, our hero received 3 Emmy nominations for Outstanding Comedy Series. In 2005, Mark appeared in the action movie Four Brothers as one of the half-siblings. Fun fact, Wahlberg improvised most of the lines on set and earned $2 million for the role. Wahlberg was also offered a role in the film Brokeback Mountain, telling the love story of 2 cowboys. Mark turned down the role because of the sex scenes, and the role went to Jake Gyllenhaal. The film ended up being a blockbuster and scoring lots of awards, including 3 Oscars. In 2006, the actor was cast in the sports drama Invincible as the football player Vince Papale. In one of the scenes, Wahlberg's character was body slammed by a player from the other team who was an actual football player. The only caveat was that he wasn't supposed to do that, and still, the editors decided not to cut the scene. After the movie aired, our hero was nominated for the MTV Awards for Best Kiss. His salary for the role was $5 million. In the same year, Mark played Sergeant Sean Dignam in the criminal thriller The Departed by Martin Scorsese. The film was warmly received by the critics and was acclaimed as one of his best works.
Set up OB2.
Roger that.
The actor, alongside the cast, received a Screen Actors Guild nomination for Best Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. He also was nominated for a Golden Globe and Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture. He got $5 million for the movie.
Whoa. Let's say you have no idea and leave it at that, okay? No idea. Zip. None. If you had an idea about what we do, we would not be good at what we do, would we?
In 2007, Wahlberg appeared in the thriller We Own the Night, which he also produced, and the action movie Shooter. In the latter, Wahlberg portrayed an ex-Marine Corps sergeant losing almost 20 pounds for the role. He grossed $10 million for the movie.
They're not on anybody's side. We don't have to shoot them. Congrats.
Primary over the top, secondary down the road, tertiary in the river.
In 2008, Mark produced the TV series In Treatment and took on the leading role in the thriller The Happening, which was written specifically for him. The movie received negative reviews from critics and scored Wahlberg his first Golden Raspberry Awards nomination. In the same year, he was cast in the thriller Max Payne, based on the video game with the same title. The actor showed that he wasn't really a gamer, so when he was offered a role in the movie, he thought his career wasn't that far gone to star in a project that is obviously nonsense. But having read the script, he realized he got hooked and even started playing the game. The movie wasn't well received by critics, but it made a lot of money at the box office.
Does that sound like something a homicide cop gets wrong? Whoever killed your sister probably did the same thing to my partner, and maybe I... Look, you want to help? Help me find Owen Green.
In 2009, Wahlberg appeared in the fantasy thriller The Lovely Bones, playing the father of the main character. Fun fact, the role was originally meant to go to Ryan Gosling, but due to a disagreement, Mark was cast instead of him 24 hours before filming started. In the same year, on August 1st, the man married Rhea Durham. They had a private ceremony. By the time the couple tied the knot, they had already welcomed daughter Ella and son Michael. Soon after the wedding, they had one more kid, daughter Grace. Mark completely changed his life for his family. He gave up all bad habits and said goodbye to his controversial past. He also started removing the tattoos he got when he was younger. Now, he's a wonderful father. In 2010, Wahlberg appeared in the comedy film The Other Guys and the thriller Date Night, where he showed off his abs on screen. The filming crew had to work on the angles so that Mark's tattoo, a portrait of Bob Marley on his shoulder, didn't get in the frame. That year was marked by one more movie in Mark's filmography. He played the leading role and produced the sports drama The Fighter. Wahlberg trained for 4 years to play the boxer, and he even built a boxing ring at home. He didn't use a stuntman to make the performance look more authentic and did all the scenes himself, nearly breaking his nose. He co-starred with Christian Bale in the movie. Our hero offered Bale to join the project after they ran into each other at the school their daughters went to together. Mark was nominated for the Golden Globe Awards for the role. He and the cast also received a nomination for Actors Guild Awards for Best Ensemble Performance and an Oscar nomination for Best Motion Picture of the Year.
I'm not gonna brawl with him. I'm gonna try it out boxing.
There's a difference?
Yeah, brawling, you slug it out. I hit you, you hit me. Boxing's a chess game, Gotta pick my punches to take them down. Go head body, head body.
Some sources state that the actor turned down the payment for the movie. Others say that he made $500,000. During that time, Wahlberg also got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Meanwhile, the actor continued to produce TV series How to Make It in America and Boardwalk Empire. The latter was praised by critics and was nominated for an Emmy twice. In 2012, Mark presented the action movie Contraband, which he also produced, and the comedy Ted, where he played John Bennett, a man who had a long-term friendship with a teddy bear named Ted. After the movie premiered, Mark got 3 MTV Awards nominations. He won in the Best On-Screen Movie category. He made $7.5 million for the movie.
If your leg got trapped under a rock, I'd chew it off to get you free.
You would?
I sure would. Is that cannibalism?
No, I think it's only cannibalism if you swallow.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't worry about that, because I don't swallow.
In 2013, Wahlberg appeared in the action movie Broken City and the war drama Lone Survivor. The motion picture was based on real-life events that happened in 2005 during the Afghanistan War.
You're from New York, okay?
How much is an Arabic horse?
It's Arabian horse, dude.
How much is an Arabian horse?
No less than 15 grand.
15
A hell of a wedding present.
The events left such a strong impact on Mark that he agreed to a minimum salary of $17,000 per week. He was especially excited to meet his character's prototype, Marcus Luttrell, the only man from the SEAL team who survived. In the same year, Wahlberg was cast in the action movie Two Guns, making $10 million, and the criminal thriller Pain and Gain, where he played an ex-convict who became a fitness coach.
What next?
Well, I mean, if you wanted, if it seems like it would be fun to you, maybe we could go for a drink or dinner or coffee, water.
I meant what exercise is next.
It reeking hurts.
He gained 44 pounds of muscle for the role in just 2 months. Our hero shared that his sons were amazed by his transformation. This was the movie with the smallest budget in Mark's career. The producers spent only $20 million on the project, so the cast salaries had to be cut down to stay within the budget. Wahlberg also produced the thriller Prisoners and some other lesser-known projects. In 2014, Mark appeared in the fantasy action movie Transformers: Age of Extinction. The project director gave Wahlberg unlimited artistic freedom, so the actor altered the script and chose the candidate for the role of his daughter, Nicola Peltz. By the way, the star's kids are huge fans of the Transformers movies, so they begged their father for walk parts. The film got mixed reviews from critics, but commercially wise, it was a success, grossing more than $1 billion at the box office. As for Mark, he made $17 million.
See, if you've got no faith in us, I'm asking you to do what I do. I'm asking you to look at all the junk and see the treasure. You gotta have faith, Prime. In who we can be.
In the same year, Wahlberg was cast in the thriller The Gambler, which he also produced. He portrayed a well-respected professor who spends his nights gambling his money away in a casino.
Issue of some kind?
Yeah, I don't like your f***ing hat. I think you kind of wanted me to have an issue, so I thought of that one.
Mark prepared for the role by attending literature classes in different universities and analyzing the mannerisms of the teachers. He had to lose 55 pounds for the role. The actor confessed that it was hard for him to shoot the end scene where his character had to run as his body was weak after losing weight. Many viewers deemed this movie the worst Wahlberg's work. However, he shared that the scene of his character jumping naked into the pool was his favorite. At the end of the year, Wahlberg received the MTV Generation Award. Mark also produced and co-starred with his brothers in the reality TV show Wahlburgers, documenting the growth of their family business. The restaurant chain includes around 90 places, and the annual income amounts to $100 million. The brothers started by opening a small Italian place named Alma Nove, named after their mother. Mark started showing interest in cooking when he was a child. Not only is he a passionate cook, but he's also a hearty eater. He can house a whole rotisserie chicken and 3 hamburgers in one sitting. In 2015, the actor was featured in the thriller Mojave and comedies Ted 2 and Daddy's Home. He also appeared in the drama Entourage, which he also produced. The movie is the sequel to the TV series Entourage. During that time, Mark also took on other projects as an executive producer, the TV series Ballers and the drama Stealing Cars. In 2016, he produced the TV series Shooter and the action movies Patriots Day and Deepwater Horizon, in which he also played leading parts.
Everything I was doing.
Don't tell me anymore, because I know where this is going.
I think the rabbit was my mother.
Yes, I know.
It was.
Now it's my nightmare.
When Mark found out that they were looking for a duo of older and younger actors, he started calling his older colleagues like Jack Nicholson. It was a bit later when he realized that they were looking for a younger co-star for him, someone like Dylan O'Brien. In 2017, the actor starred in and produced the comedy Daddy's Home 2 and appeared in the fantasy action movie Transformers: The Last Knight, which was berated by critics. Wahlberg was nominated for the Golden Raspberry Awards for both roles. In the same year, Mark appeared in the biographical drama movie All the Money in the World, making $1 million.
If I took it off the wall, do you think anyone would notice?
An alarm would go off. Dogs would get to you before you made it to the fence. My face is pretty as that, I wouldn't.
He wasn't cast in the movie initially, but he stepped in after his colleague Kevin Spacey was fired amid sexual harassment allegations. It happened after filming wrapped, so the director brought the film crew back to reshoot Spacey's scenes. Our hero had already lost 30 pounds for another role by that time, so the costume crew had to alter all of his costumes. By the way, Wahlberg donated the $1.5 million he got for this work to Time's Up, a non-profit organization that supports victims of sexual harassment. This didn't stop Mark from becoming one of the highest-paid actors, according to Forbes, securing $68 million that year. However, he was also titled as the most overrated Hollywood star, as movies starring him didn't bring a lot of revenue to the box office. In 2018, Wahlberg added 2 more movies to his filmography: the action movie Mile 22, which was written specifically with him in mind, and the comedy Instant Family. He also produced both motion pictures. In 2020, Mark voiced the animated movie Scoob, produced and starred in the biographical drama Good Joe Bell and the action movie Spencer Confidential, for which he earned $30 million.
Here's a little fun fact for you. You know, saguaro cactus lives for over 150 years. Now, you cut one down in Arizona, you can do a year in prison. Imagine that.
Shit.
The action movie became the third most popular movie on Netflix. After that, Wahlberg produced the docuseries McMillions and The Murders at Starved Rock. Another project he produced and acted in was the action movie Infinite, where he played a man with schizophrenia. The role scored him another Golden Raspberry Awards nomination. In 2022, our hero's filmography was enriched by the action-adventure movie Uncharted, the comedy Me Time, and the biographical drama Father Stu. Several film production companies turned down the movie, and Mark decided to fund it himself. The actor stopped working out and gained some weight to play the role of the pastor.
Sometimes the best path to serving God is to step out of the way.
With all due respect, Monsignor, you're getting in my way. God wants me here.
By the way, Wahlberg is a very religious person. He repented of his bad deeds and personally apologized to everyone he had ever hurt. Despite his recent statement about ending his acting career, his fans are still in for a treat in the next few years. The adventure motion picture Arthur the King and the action movie The Union have already wrapped. The comedy The Family Plan is at the filming stage, and the fantasy action movie Cocaine Cowboys is in the works. Mark produces most of these projects as well. As of today, the celebrity's net worth is estimated at $400 million. The money came not only from movies, but also from advertising contracts. You could see Wahlberg in the ads for the bookmaker company Ladbrokers, Indian Motorcycles, and AT&T commercials. The partnership with AT&T brought him $10 million. Apart from the restaurant business, the actor also owns a gym chain and a sports nutrition line called Mark. The actor has lots of other business ventures. In his free time, Mark plays golf and cricket. Being such a huge cricket fan, he became a co-owner of the Barbados team. Our hero also donates to charity. Back in 2001, he founded Mark Wahlberg Youth Foundation to support talented kids who had a rough start in life. He also donates to foundations that protect homeless women and children. The actor owns multiple properties. In 2001, he bought a mansion in Beverly Hills for almost $5 million. The 11,500 square foot contemporary Mediterranean house has spacious living rooms with terraces, a kitchen, and a dining room. There's a guest house, a terrific garden, a swimming pool with a waterfall and a grotto, a huge gym with a boxing ring, which used to be an airplane shed, and a basketball playground. Wahlberg sold the house for $12.4 million in 2018. In 2009, Mark bought land on the closed territory Beverly Park for $8.25 million. He spent $20 million more to build an exquisite mansion there. The 30,000 square foot house fits 12 bedrooms, 20 bathrooms, several closets, incredible living rooms, porches, a kitchen, a dining room, an events room, a home theater, a library, a gym, the list goes on. On site, there's a guest house, garden houses, a fountain, a swimming pool, a spa with recreation areas, a basketball playground, and a golf field. The house had been a happy place for the Wahlberg family until they put the house on sale for $87.5 million in 2022. But they managed to sell it only this year for $55 million. In 2022, the spouses bought two deserted pieces of land in a Las Vegas suburb for $15.6 million. They stated that they would build a new home for the family there. They lived in a $14.5 million townhouse for the time being, but Mark sold this asset for $16.6 million a year later. The Wahlbergs will reportedly stay in Nevada, but the media have no information about their new residence. The artist has a car collection that includes such items as Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, Toyota Sienna, Rolls-Royce Cullinan, Lamborghini Diablo Roadster, Bentley Azure T, Cadillac Escalade, Porsche Panamera, and Rolls-Royce Phantom. Their total price is estimated at $1.5 million. Our hero has starred in more than 80 movies in his career. Which movie featuring Mark Wahlberg do you like the most?
See you Monday.
If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything interesting.